Welcome back to Moto Adventures. Today we are going to take a quick trip to Kisatchie National Forest. We're going to go to the part of Kisatchie that is closest to where I live. Kisatchie National Forest is broke up into several districts. This is the closest one to me. I believe it's called Vernon Unit. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, we're going to take a ride there, and then we're going to kind of make a loop riding around through some Forest Service roads and then come back home. So should be an enjoyable ride. Have had a lot of roadblocks, including this train that's kind of slowing up the progress. But anyway, we are headed that way, and stay tuned as we take a little joyride to Kisatchie National Forest and back home. First town I'm passing through is Quincy, Louisiana. Have to pass through this town to get through most places going up north, at least I do. It's got one of the main highways that runs through the middle of it, Highway 27. Say the wind is really bad today. I can definitely feel it blowing me around on the old XR, so we'll just have to take it a little slow and cautious on the highways anyway. We are in the next larger town that I have to pass on the way to Kisatchie. That is DeRidder, Louisiana. So far it's been a rather uneventful ride. Like I had mentioned earlier, I'm dealing with some quite a bit of headwind, at least for this small bike. I think I saw earlier it's like 15. Somewhere between 10 and 15. That's sustained. That's not even gust. So this wind has got me doing some crazy little things on the highway. But we're making it. Trying out some new earplugs. The one that's supposed to filter out, well, one of the many that's supposed to filter out the wind and allow you to hear the motor in your earpiece. So it filters out the wind a little. It also filters out the motor and also my earpiece, so that's not totally true. I mean, I can still hear it, it's just very low. And one thing that's hard with filming with GoPro is, you know, normally I can hear the beeps of the GoPro when it turns off and on, and now I can't. So we'll see what kind of footage I end up with, because sometimes I'm not sure if it turns off or if it turns on. So I guess we won't know until we get it back to the computer. We are at Kisatchie National Forest. This part of the National Forest shares the land basically with I believe it's Fort Polk military base. So as I was coming in, and I didn't film, and I should have, but they had like a Rangers Airborne section. Then I saw some military vehicles, a field. Anyway, and also the sign when I came in just said, due to military operations in the area and military vehicles, please observe the posted speed limit. So this looks like some sort of a gun range here. Pretty sure that's what that is, not 100% sure. Let's see what it says. Unexploded ammunition, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I have a little route that I'm gonna try to do. Should hit some gravel pretty soon. Anyway, it's gonna make a loop and dump me back out on the highway to head home. Trying to follow Gaia GPS. I switched when I hit the National Forest. I switched from my Waze app to Gaia GPS, which I have a love-hate relationship with Gaia. Range 4D, so yeah, these must be some sort of range. We finally found our little turn off here on a normal Forest Service road, unpaved. And I'm not going to go on any trails today. In fact, I don't even think there's any OHV trails in this section. I mean, there may be, I'm just not 100% sure. But the point was really just to come here and ride some Forest Service roads, do a little exploring, just to get out and enjoy the National Forest. Said, trying to slow down and see what that said. It said Longleaf Scenic Highway or something, or byway. Gonna readjust my Gaia here. I think I'm supposed to turn right, but we'll see. Just making sure I was on the right route. I didn't map it out on Gaia. I mean, I had it mapped out in my head. I knew where I wanted to go. I just didn't make a track or anything. So right now on Gaia, I've got the Forest Service map overlaid, so that's what I'm using to sort of guide me on these Forest Service trails, because a normal map would not show them. Coming out here exploring is how you find dispersed camp spots. And this area, admittedly, I don't know as well as other areas. There's another area where I've spent a lot of time backpacking and camping and stuff. This area I've only been to like maybe twice and camped once, and that was in four-wheel drive. I did some exploring around here. There's a little creek. So those people that kind of live within the National Forest, I guess that they owned the property before it was turned into a National Forest. I see they always have a bunch of posted signs around their property and everything else. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a problem with people driving on their land thinking it's part of National Forest and it's not, so I get it. Turned around, I wanted to see this little trail here. Figure we'd just go up here and explore real quick. This is considered a road, a trail, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna continue on because this probably go for a while. That's the thing about it. This forest out here is just endless. All kinds of stuff to do and see. Unfortunately, I don't have time today, but thought I would just run up here and have a little bit of fun. Check it out. But I'm looking on the map. It goes for a little while. Alright, we're back out to the main Forest Service road. It was fun. I will say these new Chico tires are so much better. They had some mud, some little muddy spots, and you know, they slid just a little bit, but acceptable. Man, my other stock tires would have slid like crazy in that, so very happy with that purchase for sure. We made the loop to the National Forest. We're about to get back on the public road again. About to have to stop and switch maps back to Waze. I finally think that I have the Waze app doing what I wanted it to do. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just sometimes so fed up with GPS navigation. I mean, it's just like they all have their little quirks, and it makes things so much harder. I mean, I spent 5 minutes stopped on the side of the road because the Waze app, when it's connected to this CarPlay thing, when I put in an address or put my home address, it just automatically routes and won't show me the different routes, because I don't want to go the route that it's trying to take me. But you know, usually when it's not hooked up to the CarPlay, the overview of the map will show up and it'll show you several routes, and then that's when you know you choose the one that you want. But for some reason, when it's hooked up to CarPlay, it won't do that. It just routes it and wants you to go the way it wants you to go. So we are back on the road again, slowing down through this small town, but it's amazing the difference now that I have the back to the wind to my back. I'm doing 60 and still have like a lot of throttle left, so it should be a quicker ride home. That's it. A little Sunday outing to Kisatchie National Forest. Till next time, moto adventures, baby.